Hey Ryan, thanks for catching up and doing a little chat with me. I wanted to ask you some stuff about the industry. How you doing, man?
Well, real good. Thanks, Eric. How are you?
Good. I'm just glad to see you at your office instead of on the plane. Hey, so real quick, you know, what is the morale of the custom builders that you're seeing? Because things are cooling off a little bit, although you know in Texas it's still pretty good. But what's the morale you're seeing out there?
Texas sure has been good. Overall, Eric, that's a great question. People have recovered from the recession, depression that we were all thrust upon years ago. And it's a great time to be in the building business. People are excited again. Phones are ringing, and there's a lot going on. So it's definitely, the recovery is in full swing, and we're getting back to the new norm now, which is great to see.
Yeah. You know, I help builders choose software, and I work with a couple different software companies, TopBuilder Solutions, Mark Systems, and some others. But I don't think I do a good job of telling people what CBUSA is. What's that elevator pitch I can use?
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, we were a company founded in '04, so we're about 12 years old now. We have almost 300 builders around the country in 18 different markets. It's truly the cream of the crop builders of differing sizes, custom, independent, semi-production. One thing they have in common is that they all pay their bills on time, and they're all leaders in the local market. They all build homes the right way, and that's what we've assembled across the country. We've been fortunate enough to have $2 billion in revenue across the country with those almost 300 builders, so that puts us in a great position to leverage that purchasing power.
That's a lot. So how do you leverage it like on a local individual basis? You have national purchase agreements, but what about, you're in Cleveland, what about in Cleveland?
Yeah, definitely. We do two things. We leverage the purchasing power of each individual local market around the country, and then we leverage all of that together nationally. So for instance, in Cleveland, Ohio that you mentioned, we have 23 great building companies, and we do committed purchases where we leverage all of their business, say in lumber or concrete or drywall or any different phase, and we bundle it all together and we bring it to our preferred group of local vendor partners, and we're able to get some phenomenal values, price, quality, service. A lot of great things come from that. And then nationally, we're able to do national purchases where we leverage that $2 billion across the country, and we're able to get our builders aligned with some of the best manufacturers in the country, just as the other top 10 builders in the country do as well.
Is there like an average percentage that you save each builder? I imagine it varies probably dramatically based on the builder, but
yeah, that's probably the biggest question we're asked all the time. Hey, what is CBUSA going to save us? And it definitely differs, as you mentioned, depending on how much that builder focuses on certain pricing and phases of construction prior to joining CBUSA. But we could save builders anywhere from 6% to 25% of their hard costs. I know that's a big number, but
yeah.
We're confident in what we do, and between the local purchases and the national purchases, we're able to really save builders a lot and make it worth their while to join with other builders through CBUSA.
Cool. Well, it's a good program. I know a couple of I know several of your customers, and they all rave about it, so good for you guys.
Well, that's tremendous. Thanks for saying that. Let me turn the tables on you a little bit here, Eric. We have mentioned some different things as far as building companies. What do you see as the top challenges builders may face today in this current economic climate that we're in?
Well, I think that they have to modernize their business processes. You just mentioned you save some builders more because it depends on what they're doing and how they're doing things, and some of them are very effective and efficient, and some of them, frankly, are not. They're not doing a good job of marketing at all. I think software is a really big, or should be a big piece of their business processes. It's sort of that great equalizer. There's other non-construction kind of things. There's labor and access to money and some other stuff like that. But yeah, I would say modernize their processes. They're going to have to be more competitive than ever.
Gotcha. Good. Yeah, there's definitely some challenges for builders. What are some things that you think are going to go well for these guys, building companies, over the next decade or so?
Well, I mean, I think that the economic recovery continues. even if it's cooling off in some sense, it's not going backwards. I think the cost of money is still relatively, well, stable. It might go up. Of course, it's going to go up. How can you not go up from zero? But it's not going to go up dramatically. I think the housing growth rate in the United States is going to continue. You know, there's those non-construction kind of things like I was talking about, but there's probably more mergers, greater competition, but overall I think it's very bright outlook for builders of all sizes, remodelers, custom builders, production builders.
That's what I like to hear. That's tremendous. How about some of those non-construction related pressures that you mentioned? Well, what are some more additional examples of that? I know I hear that all over the country that builders are facing things.
Well, I mean, they've got to continue to get access to money for production builders and those dealing with land. They've got to continue to watch their land positions. I think they all have to continue to do a better job of leveraging technology. Even large volume builders who have technology in place, still they have broken processes. So from the remodeler and the custom builder who have no software to the ones that do have some software, and even the giants that have a lot of things going on, they all have to continue to look to improve their processes, and that almost always leverages software. You know, I mentioned TopBuilder Solutions and Mark Systems and others, and some of those systems like TopBuilder is super easy to use. There's like no reason a builder shouldn't be doing a better job of their marketing, because you got to convert leads to have anything to build, and Mark Systems does the whole process. So there's really not any business process that a builder can't find software for. All of them can build their house, but they've got to do a better job with their processes.
Yes, definitely. That's the truth. And like you said, whether it's through you guys or however they want to do that, it's vital that they do it. And we feel the same way, whether they leverage their purchasing power with a company called CBUSA, which is what we want them to do, or they, you know, leverage it within their own company. It's something that they need to do, should be doing, and the value packages they get are tremendous.
Yeah. I think, you know, if you're a great chef, you could have a restaurant, but that doesn't mean you're successful. As a restaurant, you have to be a marketer, and builders can't just build a house. They are going to face more and more pressure for consumers. Consumers are going to push pressure on them for more product, more options, more efficiency, more communication. So, yeah, everyone just has to, I mean, all of us as consumers, I think, have to continually do a better job of being more streamlined and more effective.
Well said, my friend. I always learn something every time you and I catch up. I'm glad we had a chance to do it.
Yeah, good chatting with you, man. Well, I'll catch up with you, and good luck on your travels to your 18, 19, or 20 markets. I mean, you're a busy guy. Thanks for chatting, man.
20 soon. Take care. Thanks, Eric. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.